Oh no. Honey! Honey!
Hey! 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 Back up! I was just taking a nap on the side of this mountain because I got tired. I don't want to turn around. I don't want to spook them. They literally just came with. Thank you. Here. Oh, you want to just drink it out of there? Oh, look at that. That's good stuff.
Skyscrapers, highways, diners. That's the America most British travellers pack for, the one they've already watched 1,000 times online. Nobody packs for this. Ask any of them what they expect to find here, and wildlife barely makes the list. They'll mention the cities, the road trips, the accents. Almost never the thing waiting quietly in the grass beside the road or in the water a few feet from the trail. The America nobody warns you about is already here, and it's not on any postcard. Stick around, because by the end of this, you might start looking at your own backyard a little differently too. Under a canopy of trees, an ordinary walk turns into a running list. Raccoons, badgers, wild lizards, and at night, something howling he still can't identify. Back home, a walk like this means pigeons and rats. Here, it means genuinely not knowing what might cross your path next. He isn't scared, he's delighted.
Do you know what I love about America? It's that you will see animals that you'll never see in your whole entire life. Like being a Brit, I've seen a badger, I've seen a raccoon, I just see lizards. And then the other night I heard something go, ooh, so I don't even know what it is. Maybe a hyena or a wolf, I don't know. But in the UK, do you know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see a rat, you're gonna see a pigeon, you're gonna see a fox. Why do you wanna see these animals? A dirty rat, a rodent, oh, make you feel sick. Here, you'll just see the best parts. You'll see all these amazing animals that you'll never see in your whole entire life.
Curiosity like that rarely survives the Everglades. On a paved walking trail, a British traveller on rollerblades points her camera down at the grass beside her. And there it is, a wild alligator, lying completely unbothered, inches from the pavement. No fence, no barrier, not even a warning sign in sight. Half laughing, half serious, she asks how fast alligators can actually run, because she genuinely isn't sure if she should be backing away.
We are in the Florida Everglades and there is an alligator right behind me. Oh my goodness me. That is so creepy. An actual wild alligator. Guys, in the comments, please let me know how fast alligators can run. Is that an alligator or a crocodile as well? Someone let me know, please. Do they run fast? If so, I probably should back away or go away from it. That is very, very exciting, but also very scary. We just drove down a road in Florida, and I'm not joking, in 1 minute, we saw about 20 alligators or crocodiles on the side of the road. The road was running through the middle of a swamp. So there was a river one side and swamp the other side. Was the most exciting, exhilarating experience I've ever had. Where else on earth are you going to find that apart from like maybe Australia?
Daylight is what made that alligator feel manageable, visible, distant enough to reason with. Night strips that comfort away entirely. Crouched by a canal in the dark, a young traveller sweeps her flashlight across the water and counts them off one by one. 5 alligators, motionless, watching just below the surface. Somewhere behind her, in reeds she can't fully see, there are almost certainly more.
I'm in the Florida Everglades right now, and there are at least 5 alligators in the water directly behind me. Let me show you. Okay, we've got that guy right there. That guy right there. 2 more back there. 1 over there. And then whatever else is lurking in the weeds behind them.
Water slaps against the hull as an old swamp guide calls an alligator to the boat, then calmly strokes its jaw while the animal holds its mouth wide open beside him. His tourists, visibly foreign, visibly stunned, can barely get the words out. For someone raised an ocean away, this isn't a nature documentary. It's a man touching the inside of a wild animal's mouth, then turning to the camera with a dry warning, not to try it themselves.
Come on. Oh, smile. Smile.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wow.
on Hero. Just pat it on the head.
Yeah, don't try that.
Oh my God. Nothing, though, prepares anyone for Yellowstone. A British vlogger stands roadside in the early morning, still catching his breath after a single drive through the park, and says the only thing that seems to fit: America isn't real. Within minutes, a bull bison walks the center line of the highway, passing close enough to touch the mirror of his car. A coyote trots through the sagebrush. A grizzly bear feeds on a carcass across the valley, visible through a spotting scope. One animal alone wouldn't do it. It's the sheer density of it all, packed into a single morning on a public road.
America isn't real. This isn't a real place. I have not just witnessed what I have witnessed today. It has been the craziest, most beautiful drive of my whole entire life. This has been insane. America, you are ridiculous.
What's happened to the back of his hair? Real close. That thing. That's huge.
That's crazy.
Wow. Wow, we have seen so many animals today. That's incredible. The bare necessities. The bare necessities. Does anyone know the rest of the words? I don't.
Around the bison carcass.
I still can't believe what we witnessed today. A grizzly bear, a coyote, bison, chipmunks, elks, deer. Is it normal to get that lucky in Yellowstone National Park? Let me know.
At the Grand Canyon, that density comes with a warning most visitors don't expect. Near the visitor center, a family suddenly finds itself being charged by a wild elk. No antlers, no obvious threat, just a sudden burst of aggression toward a woman and her young son. Her husband turns back toward the animal, shouting, deliberately pulling its focus onto himself so his family can get clear.
Oh no. Honey! Honey!
Hey! 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 Back up! Back up! No!
10 feet. That's how close 2 grizzly bears get to a sleeping hiker on a mountain slope before he even wakes. He hears breathing behind him first, then turns to see them cresting the ridge. He doesn't move. He doesn't turn around. Then he spots his father, hard of hearing, walking straight up the same ridge without any idea what's waiting at the top. Whispered warnings turn into shouts. The bears, it turns out, want nothing to do with either of them. They wander off on their own.
I was just taking a nap on the side of this mountain because I got tired. I don't want to turn around. I don't want to spook them. They literally just came right behind me over this ridge. Holy. Look at these beautiful animals. Wow. Hey, I'm a human, you know. Most of us aren't friendly. Hey. They're young, they're nervous, they're more scared of us than we are of them. And that's what makes them dangerous sometimes. But my dad's coming up over this ridge right now. He's got to be careful. Hey, Dad, stop moving. There's 2 bears right here. Dad. He doesn't have good hearing. Dad. Amazing animals. Look at them. Wow. Dad, I was laying down right here and they came up right behind me. I had no idea they were there. They're not acting aggressive. They're just very curious. So I just want to take this opportunity to show everyone, first of all, we did not approach these bears, but this is the reality of most grizzly bear encounters, is that they are not going to attack you unless they feel threatened, unless it's a case of survival for them. And those bears were 10 feet away from me. I had my bear spray ready, and I've had hundreds of encounters, most of them not that close, but I've never had to use bear spray, because if you treat them with respect, they show you respect in turn.
Patty got up ahead of me. I could hear him saying something to me, but I didn't understand what he was saying. And as I looked up at him, I was flushing these guys, and they scrambled up to the top, and now they've turned around and they're staring at me. And I haven't pissed my pants yet, but it's possible. Or it could just be initiated by a defecation of my shorts.
Short mid-roll note. If encounters like that make your palms sweat, wait until you see what turns this fear into something closer to wonder. Stay with us. After 20 states and countless miles of driving, a British traveller finally gets the sighting she'd been chasing the entire trip. On day 2 in Yellowstone, through a spotting scope aimed across a river, an older guide beside her points out the telltale hump on the animal's shoulders. Grizzly confirmed. This feels less like an ambush and more like payoff, the kind of moment that makes an entire cross-country trip worth it. Minutes later, a bison beside her car curls its lip in an odd, almost comic display, and she can't stop laughing.
I can't believe this has happened. I finally saw a wild grizzly bear in the US after traveling 20 states. This was day 2 in Yellowstone, and we saw so many animals, including a grizzly bear. Have a watch of these clips.
You like that, huh?
I've never seen a bear in the wild.
This is our first time seeing a bear.
Well, there you go. There's a first time for everything, man.
That is just over.
That's a grizzly.
That's a grizzly.
It's a grizzly.
Really?
Wow.
That's a grizzly. So when he stands up, you're going to see that big shoulder hump.
And that means he's a grizzly.
Yep.
It's coming closer towards us. It's coming closer this way. Oh, that's a cool video. He's sniffing his butt. Oh, he gagged! He gagged!
In the Alaskan backcountry, that same tension plays out with far higher stakes. A mother grizzly and her 2 cubs have been separated by a river, and for several long minutes, nobody watching knows how it ends. A second, unrelated bear appears on the ridge, a real threat to cubs this young. The mother plunges through the rapids to reach them. Then, quietly, they're walking together again through the tundra grass, raw and unscripted, entirely outside human control. A reminder of how much of this country still runs on nature's terms, not ours.
The mom and 2 cubs got separated, and they're both looking for each other, and they can't find each other. This is stressful.
Oh, they're down here. Oh, mom's right there. Oh, they're over here. Yeah. Okay. Mama bear!
Oh my god.
Oh no. She's stressing.
So stressful.
Oh gosh, there's this bear.
Sure.
So mama's stressed about that bear. Okay. Right direction.
At least they're headed in the right direction, so fingers crossed they find each other. Okay, so they went that way, as did our guide Zach.
Yeah. Good news.
Is that Sam? Yay! Reunited.
Not every encounter needs to be dramatic to change how someone sees an animal. A wildlife educator kneels in the dirt and lets a fully grown black widow, the most venomous spider in the country, walk freely across his bare hands. His voice stays low, his movements slower than usual, fully aware of what a bite would cost him. The spider shows no interest in attacking. It simply wants nothing to do with him. Most of what people fear about American wildlife, it turns out, is inherited from movies, not from the animals themselves.
On this stick right here is the most venomous spider in the United States, the black widow. And I'm gonna let her walk all over my body.
Wow, look at that. That is an incredible display that the black widow, armed with the most potent venom of any spider in the United States,
wants absolutely nothing to do with you. Oh boy, but there we go. Now we've got her on me. And I'm talking a little more calm because this is a very large female northern black widow. The last thing I want to do is take a bite because that would put me in a lot of pain for the next few days. Holy cow, look at that. Is that not creepy? If you have arachnophobia, you are definitely tweaking. Oh, look at her spinning a web from my body right now. Okay, I think that's my sign to let her go. That is me free handling the most venomous spider in the United States. Let's let her go right back into her home. Plop, there she goes. And that is how it's done.
A caretaker sits shoulder to shoulder with a full-grown black bear named Buzz, pouring water into his mouth from a thermos and scratching behind his ears like he would a dog. There's no fear in either direction, just years of trust built one small routine at a time. The same species that can be genuinely dangerous in the wild, this proves, can also become something close to family, under the right conditions.
Hey, Bowser, buddy. You're a good boy. You have a good day. Here, have your water. Here. There's a guy. He's so thirsty. Oh, we need more. Can I have more water? He's so thirsty. You had so much sugar today. We're getting it, okay? Yeah, you're such a good boy, though. You're such a good boy. Thank you. Here,
Probably need 3 of those.
Yeah, you thirsty. There, look, I put it in there for you. Oh, he says thank you. Here. Oh, you want to just drink it out of there? Oh, look at that. That's good stuff. He's such a good boy. Thirsty boy.
South of the border, the wildness doesn't stop. Through Central American rainforest and riverbank, a field guide moves from one animal to the next with the same calm confidence. A coral snake lifted gently from the leaf litter, a glass frog held up to the light so its insides show through. A crocodile the size of a small boat resting undisturbed in the mud. Different country, same underlying truth. This hemisphere simply wasn't built with humans as the only priority.
Hey guys, I'm in Central America, and this is the biggest American crocodile I've ever seen. He's also got himself a girlfriend. Check them out. Later I found this strawberry poison dart frog. You don't want to pick up this guy. I couldn't help myself. Check out how cute he is. I ended up collecting 3 of them. They are so adorable. I'm out here looking for whatever I can find. Check out this big old prong shrimp. Yoink. He was spazzing out with these crazy long pinchers. After his little freak out, he ended up calming down. Check out those long claws. This is something you definitely don't want to boop, a wasp nest. Boop. Don't recommend that. I just yoinked up this eyelash palm pit viper. Highly venomous and highly gorgeous. These guys vary in color a lot. This guy looks like he has some pink on him. An orange wandering spider. Boop. I can't help it. Ooh, what do we got here? A very gentle and careful yoink, because this is a highly venomous Central American coral snake. You'd likely kick the bucket if you got a kiss out here. I'm sure you guys know what this is. It's a red-eye tree frog. Probably the cutest frog I've ever seen. Boop. That's not a green iguana. Yoink. It's a female green basilis. I've always wanted to find one of these. Now let's find a male. This glass frog is so gorgeous, and you know why they call them glass frogs? Because they're completely transparent. Check that out. These frogs are so cool. Check out this juicy roach. Oh man. Look at this little cutie pie. Boop. It's a brown vine snake, and he's showing me that he's big and bad. And he wasn't capping because he gave me a little kiss, but it's okay. It doesn't hurt at all. It's a Halloween crab. Boop. Gotta be quicker than that. I also got a hermit crab that tried to fall, but I caught him. We don't drop animals around here. I also found this beautiful polka-dotted horse. What the heck?
This is the only place in the United States where crocodiles live. Let's go paddleboarding. We are not going to see one.
We are gonna see one.
Oh no! We're heading into the basin, which is exactly where we saw the 8-foot crocodile just a few days ago. God! Oh my god!
Jesus will protect us.
Is that Jesus?
Who else would it be? I don't know.
Don't go over shallow stuff. The crocodile could be right underneath us, and we don't want to do that. More coconuts kill people per year than sharks.
I know. Probably more than cracks, too.
The crocodile jumped out from, like, something just like that, where Gina and Colby are heading.
I kinda need to take a shit.
What? There's something right underneath us. I don't know what that was. It's probably hiding. Wait, so a 12-footer and an 8-footer? Little Cricky or Little Ricky for the small one, and Big John for the big one?
Big John. I wish I was as unbothered as Adam.
Everything will be okay.
Lots of upside down jellies on the bottom here. We saw the crocodile right underneath there last time. Go slow, go slow. He's not under there. There's a splash right there. Gina just saw it and it went underwater. We made it to a jellyfish nursery. The entire ground is upside down jellies. They're literally so small.
They are cute.
They are so cute. Look at that beautiful blue one. Look at that. This is the tiniest one. I feel like it might be in these mangroves. There's something moving up there. There's something moving up there, for real. I just saw something moving up there. Don't go full speed. Don't go full speed at him. I'm gonna fall.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right there. What is it?
Look at this right here, folks. A beautiful, beautiful western diamondback rattlesnake. Now check out that awesome threat display. This is the adaptation of these rattlesnakes. They know if they rear up and they rattle that rattle, it's going to intimidate me as a large animal to move the heck away. And that's because these animals have adapted alongside many, many large animals. In fact, more recently, many of these deserts were loaded with bison, big lumbering bovine animals that could easily step and crunch and kill a rattlesnake like this.
Maybe that's the real discovery hiding underneath all of it. Standing at the edge of a 2,000-foot drop in Canyonlands, a guide scoops up a handful of red soil and explains something most visitors never think to ask: that this dirt and the mountains 3,000 miles away were once the same landscape, carried here by ancient wind and water long before anyone called this place America. I honestly feel more connected to the continent when I come to Canyonlands, he says plainly.
Behind me is a 2,000-foot drop to where two of America's biggest rivers meet each other. This drop right in front of me is the edge of Island in the Sky in Canyonlands National Park, the least visited national park in Utah. On a clear day, you can see arches from here. It's about a 40-minute drive, has double the visitation and a fifth of the space. They're both close enough to Moab for more people to visit Canyonlands too, or instead, and give it the love it deserves. This park actually holds one of my favorite geologic stories in the entire country, and to understand it, we have to travel over 1,000 miles to the eastern seaboard. Before the Rocky Mountains existed, when the Appalachian Mountains were much taller, and they held the same red soil you see in the south today. As the Appalachians aged and eroded, ancient winds and rivers carried some of that soil to here. Then the Rockies rose in between, and new rivers began to carve it. So the red sandstone of the southwest and the red southern soil are the same. And here, two different rivers from two different states carve it into canyons together. I honestly feel more connected to the continent when I come to Canyonlands. It's a gift. It's the crossroads for so many of North America's physical features and geologic histories, and it's worth it to come here, see it for yourself, and give it some good love.
I'm partnering with Intrepid Travel to support the Give Wild fundraising campaign to help protect the wild places that make America's iconic parks so incredible. To make your gift go even further, the Intrepid Foundation is matching donations, and to kick things off, they're matching donations up to $5,000. After that, each new video we post unlocks $2,500 in matching funds. So if you've been looking for a way to help protect our public lands, this is a great opportunity to double your impact by donating at the link in my bio.
So spread the word, support places like this, and take time to see one of these less visited gems for yourself.
None of these visitors came looking for this. They came for the cities, the landmarks, the version of America they'd already rehearsed in their heads. What they found instead was a country that still has teeth. Rivers with alligators in them, mountains with grizzlies on the ridgeline, backyards with animals that don't belong in anyone's expectations. Maybe that's the part worth remembering. Sometimes it takes an outsider standing frozen on a hiking trail or crouched beside dark water to notice what the rest of us have simply stopped seeing. If this kind of story is the kind you want more of, you know what to do. Subscribe and come find out what else this country has been hiding in plain sight.